The Logitech G402 gaming mouse is overall a great mouse. It does all the features you would expect it to do, if not more, at this price point of under $50, more specifically $37 if you buy it from the Amazon link in the description. Some of the basic features include 5 extra buttons that can be mapped to whatever you want that I'll cover more in this video. The Logitech G402 mouse comes with a lot of features. In total, it has 8 programmable buttons. Obviously, we can exclude the 3 buttons that come on every mouse, the left click, the right click, and the scroll wheel. So that leaves there being 5 extra buttons. There is a Logitech software that I'll have linked in the description that can reassign the functionality of all these buttons and the LED light. If you're worried that as soon as you plug the mouse into another computer that you'll lose all your settings, that can easily be solved because the mouse has a couple of kilobytes of flash storage on it to save your settings. So let's talk about the default function of the extra buttons. So at the bottom here you have a DPI shift. So basically what this will do is have it so that your mouse will go slow. It will go slow for a second. These 2 buttons here are the DPI up and down, and these 2 buttons at the back are the back and forward. So if you're on web pages and stuff, you can go back and forward. It's really handy. Okay, so earlier on this video, I talked about how it comes with the software so that you can actually change the function of the buttons. So what I have it set at the moment, which I prefer most, is that the button here that I talked about before being the DPI shift is like just a shift. So basically what that means, it can completely change the functionality of every single button, even the left and right click and the scroll wheel, while you have it held down. So that gives you an extra 7 functions to deal with. And right now we'll be hopping onto the computer and just having a look at the software and the different options that you have out there. Okay, so let's talk about what we get on the software. So it's registered that the mouse is connected, the Logitech G402 mouse. And first of all, on the home screen up here, you get onboard memory, use profiles stored on the mouse, which is what I was talking about before, how there is memory actually on the mouse. Or if we switch it over, there's automatic game detection. So use profiles stored on this computer. So that means that if you put the mouse on another computer, that it won't keep the same settings. So I'll just keep it at the onboard memory because that makes it easiest. But with it where it stores it on the computer, obviously because your computer holds a lot more than a couple kilobytes, you can save more features when it's on your computer. So under the pointer settings, you can set the DPI sensitivity levels. It's set at 3. Under the lighting settings, this is the little blue light that lights up on the Logitech logo and on the DPI. Unfortunately, this mouse is not RGB. It's just singular blue, but it still has an LED light in there. So we can change the brightness. So if we put this down all the way to 0, it's not lighting up. So let's put the brightness all the way up again. Now, breathing effect, that's when it just sort of like flashes like on and off. You can actually see on the screen, it will display the effects on the screen on this mouse. So, and you can increase, so that means it flickers faster, or decrease, so it's going to be a lot slower. That's really slow there. I'll just leave it at how it was. DPI lighting, that's the little blue lights where the DPI is. Those 3 lights there are the DPI lighting. And I like to leave that on because when you have the DPI lighting left on, it means it will tell you whether you're at the fastest DPI or the slowest DPI. Or if you're worried about the light always being on, there is a lighting sleep timer. So if we leave this for 30 minutes, with the mouse just sitting there, the lights will come off. This is the fusion energy setting, so it says move your mouse as fast as you can. We'll measure that. Here, this is the input analysis. 2 options, key press heat map or key duration heat map. So I'll just leave that as default. So this is a pretty cool piece of software. Now we'll just be switching to the memory on the computer, so that means that we'll get a lot more options. So as you can see, there's a lot more options. One of the options that came up then is the customizing buttons. So basically, this means you can customize the buttons. Now, my brother spent a long time trying to get this perfect, so I won't mess it up. I won't change anything on it, but you can customize every single button on it. It's really quite cool. And as you hover your mouse over them, it will glow. So in case you are unaware of the functions of the buttons or where the buttons are, it will easily show you where that is. So that's handy. There's all the same stuff: DPI, sensitivity, and pointer settings. Under just the general settings here, they just have general. So on startup, run this program when Windows starts, or quick macros, record delays during quick macro creation, show quick macro recording instructions on the game panel display, game integration, allow games to control illumination, show game integration, customize view, graphics, enable enhanced graphics, automatically download high resolution product images, check for new profiles online. There's another 5 tabs. There's social media, the mouse you're running, so firmware version 90.3.20. You can update that, so it's up to date. Profile, the ARCs control, and developer settings. That's just the advanced settings. Most of you won't be getting into that. So yeah, the software's pretty cool. You can change all the stuff on this mouse. So, is this worth what you're paying? You can share your opinion in the comments below, but I think that this is definitely worth what you're paying. Let's compare this to wireless mouses for a second. When it comes down to gaming mouses that are wireless, they can get really expensive really quickly. I'm not talking about those cheaper ones with a replaceable AA battery in them. I'm talking about gaming mouses similar to the Razer Mamba or the Logitech G900. Both have similar features to the Logitech G402, however they are nearly triple the price. Simply because in a gamer's point of view, wireless mouses don't deliver the same precision and deliver more of a delay than if you were to have the mouse running through a physical wire. However, my primary mouse is a wireless mouse, so they both have their ups and downs. Do you agree with what I'm saying? Write your opinion in the comments below. If you liked the video, remember to give it a like and see you in the next video.